Let's Hunt is a video series with tactics, weapons, locations and other useful tips, always around one particular animal. Good to see you, Hunter, and welcome back to Timbergold Trails. This time we go after the mighty grizzly bear. The grizzly bear can be found anywhere southeast of this line, so pretty much everywhere down here. And this is where I'm starting here at my tent. This is the fire tower, so I'm just down below that tower in my tent. And I will go down here roughly into this area. We will hunt in the dense woods as well as in the open, and there will be grizzly bears all over the place. I'm starting here at 3 p.m. That has a reason. The mule deer that are here a lot sleep after 4, and this will keep them more quiet. If you start at 4, you tend to run into a night. After 6 the vision is bad, so 3 o'clock works fine for me. As far as the weapons, this is the 340 Weatherby, a really mighty rifle, great rifle for big game, beautiful in addition. Then I will bring the recurve bow, this one is the carbon version, as well as a handgun. The 454 El Toro, ready for the bear. There is the first call. Down by the lake. This is not unusual, so let's go check it out. Just quickly before we get there, as far as the hunting tactics for grizzly bear, when I started I really didn't know, should I run after them or should I just crouch or walk. But really what works best is running all the time. Sometimes the bear will flee, most of the times it'll stay there, and this is a great start if you ask me. There is our first grizzly bear, and here is a good place to lay down and try the Weatherby on this. As you can see, not a problem. There's really lots of grizzly bears here, so you will find many tracks. A great news of today's update of the game is that the tracks will stay longer on the map. So I've seen tracks that said that they are 1 hour old. I have not seen this before, so this is new. This is great news. So there will be even more tracks now, and there's really many grizzlies, so you will have no problems finding them. Let's pick this one up, our first grizzly here. Make sure to read at least 3 tracks. So this is number 2, the call was number 1. And this is number 3, so this gives you a bonus for your tracking skill. Reading this one as well. And as you see, the bear dropped on the spot. Double lungs and liver. This is our first bear. If you make trophy shots, always look at the sun. Look where my shadow is. So turn around, and this looks a lot better. You can see here the sun is shining at me. This is a lot better than from behind where there's the shadow. So when you do the trophy shots for any animal, always remember to look where the sun is. This is a small female. I'm not going to make a trophy shot, just quickly have a look at the bear. Nicely done. Great with the fur. There are 2 types of brown versions, the common and the gray, which has some grayish fur. I'm not sure if this is one because the stats don't currently say that. Hopefully this will be fixed. And the other 2 versions are white. One is a blonde and one is an albino. So this is our first bear here. You see the clock, 15:08, 4 minutes after the game. or 5 minutes now into the game. First bear is down. So I'm going to continue walking around here, running around here to be correct, and looking for tracks. I can hear a bear. Can you hear it breathe? Oh, there it is. So let's be brave and try the bow. I'm going to run at it, and it's going to charge very quickly. Once it sees me, it's gonna come right at me. See what I hit? Only a body shot, so this will be some tracking. What you need to know, once a bear is hurt, it'll run and run and run. It'll not stop. It'll stop as long as you are not there. But if you keep running, it'll also keep running. And by the way, we have some elk. There goes our bear. We had some elk here calling, and when they saw the bear they would have fled. I think that's the case now. So I'm not going to go after mule deer. Maybe I'll go after some elk, but mostly I will focus on the bear. Oh, I did hit the lungs as well. Oh, this is great. Well, this means it's gonna die rather soon. Just quickly, what you see on the hunter mate, you see the age of the track, you see the gender, you see the weight, and if I'm reading a blood track, you see the source of the blood and the health. All this information is because of my high tracking level. My tracking skill for this animal is over 17. And often I'm being asked, why do you have so much information on the hunter mate? I only have the animal and maybe the gender. And this really has to do with the tracking skill. So level up your skill, read every track. Make sure to at least read 3 tracks from every animal to get the bonus. And you get more and more information. I think over here we had an elk. Yes, very close. You can see 3 to 10 minutes. So I was not able to explain everything around the bear when it attacked, but now maybe we have some time now. As you saw, when it sees you, it'll come right after you. So you have to be ready with the rifle, with the handgun, with the bow, whatever your choice is. But be ready, even with the bow, draw the bow early enough or you will be overrun. Then what it did was it stood up. That's what only the grizzly bears do. The other bear species don't do this. When it stands up, shoot it between the arms. This gives you a high chance of hitting the lungs or the heart. And it'll always be the same amount of time. So even if you shoot at it, it's not gonna come down faster. It stands for a certain amount of time and then it comes down. Maybe it drops dead after that. Maybe it runs away. In this case it ran. So you have some time when it stands up to really aim your shot. Oh, there it is. Aim your shot and go for it between the arms. I hit it both times. The first time I hit it with the bow in the skull. Actually, you can see the arrow. It's here, right here in the skull. I could not penetrate the brain. I just missed it. Just barely missed it. And then the second shot was in the organs. And now the bear died. There's our second bear. 1521, that's roughly a bit over 10 minutes. Oh, and there's the next call. I was just going to clear the red dot. Next bear ahead. Same tactics, just run at it. I'm going to use the handgun this time, the El Toro. It's a really powerful handgun, but sometimes you need multiple shots. So make sure it's ready, make sure it's loaded. And even if you do a few shots, load it back up to 5 shots. The drum takes 5 bullets. Make sure it's full. Be ready for it to run away. Sometimes it runs into tricky shrubs and stuff, and then maybe you pull out the rifle and shoot the bear. Down there goes an elk running. Maybe you saw it. So if the bear runs into shrubs or trees or woods or forest, maybe pull out the rifle and make a safety shot. So I'm going to let it kill me. Come, I'm over here, come on. Turn around, yes. And now overrun me. Yes, nice to meet you too. Come on, bear. You can do it. Really nice. Yes. Yes, I know. What the heck? He takes his time. It's a large male. Yes, 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 I know. Good bear. And then finally he did it. Now listen. The bear stays. Many times it stays. It'll still be around, so be careful when you get up. It's still there. Alright, come along. Come along, bear. And now it flees. That can happen as well. A lot of variations. It can run right away, it can attack and run, it can stand up and threaten you all the time. And even if it flees, it might turn around again when I catch up. So even a fleeing bear, if it's not hurt, that is important. If you haven't shot at it, just go after it, run after it. At the end of the day, very few bears will just keep running. And it's going to lead us to my tower here. I put a tower here in this reserve. It's a great place here. Can you see it? Can you see it trot up here? It just keeps trotting. Yeah, maybe I just let it cool down. So here's my tower with all the tree camouflage, of course. No, it does not make a difference at all. It just happens to stand right there in the middle of the bush. And here is a large field with a lot of deer, a lot of elk, and lots of bears. You can see he's not very scary. So let's try this again. Again, both options are possible. Bear running or bear attacking. Just be ready for the attack. Oh, I hit the spine. Bear still alive. It was a spine shot. This happens often with the handgun. There's an elk cow. Why don't you come down here? So the bear is still alive. All the hunters among you will say, put it out. Give the animal a fast end. So I'm going to kill it with the bow. And it's going to appear as a bow kill in the stats. Whatever you used last, your last weapon will be the weapon that killed it. He's a tough one. Oh, now he died. Sorry, bear, it took a while. Quick look at the score, 21.6. That is a middle size male. The largest bears will be 27-ish. And there you go, that was the dance with the grizzly bear. When the bear came out, I was a bit disappointed. It's smaller than the brown bear. The grizzly is smaller, the max score is lower by almost 2 points. Let's see if we want to harvest a elk cow here on the side. Just one call, that could mean it's only one animal. Ah, there's multiples. There's a male as well. Good size male. But I don't want to spend too much time on these. It's a bit fast moving for a safe shot here. All right. So we have an elk on the side. Let's just pick it up and keep going. The challenge in the tall grass is you can actually overlook the bears. The Timbergold Trails map cannot be played in low scene complexity. So the grass is like this for everyone. And I have overlooked bears. I was actually attacked the other day by a bear. Never saw it. And it came after me from the side. Which really makes it thrilling to hunt here. So I will keep going. The next bear track should come around rather soon. And it doesn't really matter in which direction you go here. Like said, there's many of them around. Here's another one. It just rained for a few minutes while I was running and it just stopped again. So this is good because the rain is really loud and then it's hard to make good videos. I hear another bear. This is crazy. Where are you? Sounds like it's on the road. Come on, man. Where are you? I hit it, but what? Yeah, it's a bad shot. This will take too long. This is when I pull out the rifle. And when the bear hides. So this one it can. This is when it can take a bit longer now. Yeah, why not? Why don't we have this situation as well? Bear is shot badly. It'll just keep running. So I pulled out the rifle to avoid what I'm having to do now. But we're approaching the river. Actually, there's a larger crossing, river crossing ahead. Quite a large area. Maybe it's gonna go out in there. That's our chance for seeing it. But it's good we have the situation so you can see what needs to be done. You have to be very careful going after it. And here in these dense woods with the conifer trees, it's a lot harder. So sometimes actually if you can't really see it, find it, chase it out of the woods, chase it towards the river. Oh wow, there's a lot happening here. It's raining again. I had to turn down the volume. And I'm not sure if this is our bear. There's also an elk. Let's try something here. Alright, right next to it. It's a different bear. See how many bears we have? It's not the one I followed. It's not the new track I just picked up. It's yet another bear. And I hit the spine again. Poor guy. Going back to our bear that we shot. With the bow, every animal will die sooner or later. Oh, there's the blood track. Thank you very much. So he's right here. Every bow shot animal will die sooner or later. This one likely later than sooner. Just to give an orientation where we are, just cross this river, and southeast of the river there's all the conifer trees. Different type of hunting here, a lot of mule deer. So I'm going back to crouching after this guy, and hopefully at some opening we can see it. Like said, the other option is to just run after it until it's out of the woods. But that's not guaranteed to function every time. What is this noise? So what the bear does, it'll face you, then it'll turn left and right a little bit, and that is your chance. And I think I just shot our bear that we were after. Let's see if it has two shots. Yes. So the first one was the bad bow shot right into the skull, and then the handgun went right through it. So we've got quite a few bears already, and an elk as well. And let's go find one more here in the dense woods. So actually this bear just proved me wrong as far as herd animals. He didn't run after he was surprised by me running right up to it. He did turn around and face me. So maybe it needs to calm down first a little bit. If you run after a herd animal constantly, it'll constantly run. This one had some time to calm down. That might be the difference. So as you see, even after almost 400 shot bears, I'm not always sure myself how exactly it's going to behave. And that is what makes this game so great. It's not always as predictable as we think. This guy is very close already. But I shot the handgun, so there might be a fleeing track. There it is. It's a beautiful area here, but many hills, a lot of trees, so the animals are a lot harder to see. And this is where you will run into bears sometimes. Totally surprised that there comes one around the corner. Again, fleeing tracks here. What the tracking skill does is, as you increase it, you can see there's a bear running away. That's the bear. You can see tracks from further away when you increase your hunting, your tracking skill. Big benefit. Much easier to find the next track. This guy's running, and this time turns around. And how about only have one shot loaded? That was pretty stupid, but we've got the bear. Couple more tracks to read here. Female, average size. So I think that explains a bit how this is done, how the grizzly bear behaves, where you can find them, how you can hunt them. You can use rifles, handguns, try the muzzleloader, try the shotgun, everything is allowed as long as you have the right ammunition. I hope this helped, and as always, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you next time. I hope you enjoyed, never got annoyed. Thank you very much. Stay in touch.